So when I talked with Koen Maas about the story, and he said it's a really beautiful story, but it's really old story. Can we make it modern? And I said, well, I will ask the writer, Hazim Kamaledin, what does he think? So he was inspired by the main story to make a story, a new story about a singer from the Middle East who how she leaves the country and comes back here. Well, the story started from Zumur, how she was enslaved and then how she could liberate herself. Actually, it's the same story like my story in a certain point, you know, because when we were in Iraq back then with Saddam Hussein's time, we were actually, all of us, enslaved. We had no right to leave the country. Even we could not go to the north of Iraq to visit, or the south of Iraq in the marshes. And so once we were liberated, and then when you escape all that complication, and then you experience the same story. Of course, it's a very personal story, and it is my story and Zumurruda's stories, and hundreds of people who tried to cross by boats to Greece or another country, or from Africa to here, where we all experience the same hardship in trying to escape that enslavement society, and not to be rich or use other people or something. It's just to live simple, ordinary life. Home, it has a lot of meanings, you know, like home, what does it mean home? It's not your house or it's the smell, it's the environment, it's the people, the color of people, the food, the way people behave, you know. And once you arrive in Europe, everybody thinks, oh, you should be just like this, integrated, as you cannot. So how can you be integrated in a society? They write from left to right and you write from right to left. So it's really the opposite. Everything, all these elements, people are not aware of. So these elements, we try to integrate them in the story. Of course, in a music project, it's difficult to illustrate all what I'm saying now, you know. So I want also to leave a space for the people to imagine how this trip, which is called Rahil, which is the first piece, it means the departure. But Rahil is more than departure. It's departure and leaving everything behind you in search for something, new home. And the performance will be like a mix between the qanun, the voice and percussion, and the orchestra. Sometimes trio, sometimes just solo, just duos, and so you have like a lot of waves, and the orchestra will be part of the wave. So sometimes they play the soundscape, sometimes they play the main character, sometimes they just bam there, you know, and then improvise and have fun, you know, because always, even if you have a sad story, inside this sadness period, you could be happy also. And we make a new tree. So new roots and new tree is not necessarily we are stuck in the same roots. So we just make a new tree out of all these roots. And this is what actually the full project about, you know. So it's from drama to positiveness.